Hello again, everybody. Zach Attack is here with the Attack Line for Thursday, September 5th, 2013. Alright, hope everyone's enjoying this Thursday here. Let's kick off this edition of the Attack Line with the video for Katy Perry's War being released today. Now, of course, if you missed my Attack Line yesterday, I've said that Katy Perry is having a good week. Kicking off Robin Thicke, ending his reign at number 1, his 12-week reign at number 1 in the Hot 100, with her single war landing in the top spot. And what perfect way to celebrate that number 1 achievement than, like I said, releasing the video for War today. Now, she released a lyric video, but now it's the official video. Now, with a title like War, you'd expect maybe some sort of jungle theme for the video, despite the positive, powerful message of the song about, women empowerment. Well, it is a jungle video. And the video is kind of fun. It's probably the most, clean Katy Perry video I've seen. Well, clean because there's nothing too suggestive on here. There's no, suggestive outfits or gay guys kissing or a lot of making out or any suggestive clothing or whipped cream coming out of Katie's boobs again, like the California Girls video. It's clear now that the teenage dream era is officially over. Video, it's kind of like a colorful jungle video. Like it starts with Katy Perry dressed up in some jungle explorer outfit with some guy that's dressed up like Indiana Jones with the fedora and everything, the jacket. I don't think he had a whip or not. He might have had a whip, but they show them walking around and he pushed to a side because that's the whole video about this, about your boyfriend or whatever knocking you down, getting back up. And then you saw Katy Perry getting away from that guy and looking at her reflection in the water. And it saw a tiger coming out. There was a little bit of an effect there. The only, like I said, there's nothing too suggestive. Maybe your outfit in the end might be, but not that much. But the only thing close to being suggested besides I call it a Jungle Jane outfit, later on a little animal print outfit. There's a scene where Katie's showering a little bit. You don't see her cleavage, you just see her neck and her head getting showered by this elephant whose trunk is acting like the shower head. And it's kind of like, you got a lot of animals in the video, parents in the video. And then you see Katy Perry on this big throne with this other tropical outfit. You also see her going up to head with a tiger and roaring at him with a tiger's head coming out of her face, like another weird effect, but it's kind of a cool effect there. And it's a decent video. I've said this before when the song came out a few weeks ago. I have not been the biggest fan of the song because I'm a disc jockey. I like playing dancey songs, bouncy songs, but the message is gonna be there. The girls are gonna like it, and I knew it was gonna be a hit because the girls are gonna sing along to it. And boy, it finally landed in the top spot. And the video is gonna help it out more because Gaga released the video first, but now Katie's got the video, and I like it. I like this video. It's kind of a colorful video. It's very different than anything from the Teenage Dream era. So it's, like I said, bearing that once before. It's kind of a cool little jungle-themed video for a song called War. And that's my thoughts on the video. My little review of Katy Perry's video for War. Of course, War is, of course, on the internet right now. And, of course, Vivo here on YouTube. So it's on here. It's on the internet. So view it. I like the video, of course, from my album Prism, coming out October 22nd. Now, our reviews on another musician. Now, Katy Perry is, of course, no longer married right now. Well, she's dating John Mayer, off and on. But a woman who is happily married and pregnant again is Gwen Stefani. Of course, the singer of No Doubt, at age 43, confirmed that she is pregnant with her third child to her husband, Gavin Rosdale, of course, the lead singer of Bush. Now, she's had 2 children with him, which were Zuma and Kingston. Kingston's the oldest, while Gavin's already had a child from a prior relationship. So now he's had 2 with Stefani. And now they're going to have lucky number 3. No word on the sex yet, but a source confirmed to several outlets, including Us Weekly, saying that it's very new and they just found out they being Gwen and Gavin finding out about this, saying that they're very excited about having a third child. Gwen's been wanting a third child, as she said in prior interviews, and now she's got the third child. She even showed off her baby bump while being out in public recently. So congrats to Gwen and congrats to Gavin on this happy news of their third child, expecting a third child. So good news for them. They're a good couple. Now, as you probably can see on my shirt, on to my thoughts on last night's Dynasty episode. Now, if you missed my Atakline, I kind of gave you a preview of the show. And the main objective of this episode was Jace, who's right here, moved in to Ridley's house because Jace's house was under reconstruction, was under construction, or like house repairs, was under repair. So Jace moved in with Ridley for like a weekend with his kids. His wife was out of town, and it was like chaos because Jace was sitting in Ridley's chair, ruining his television night, even cooking in the middle of the night, keeping Ridley up. And of course, the last straw, the straw that broke the camel's back, even though he still let him stay, was the fact he brought a beaver home and brought a lot of crawfish and left them in the bathtub of Ridley's bathroom. That was like the last straw. The other main little objective, besides Jace causing Ridley hell for a weekend, was Cy using the term gentleman's bets to real money, because gentleman's bets, I think, are not for real money. But Cy thinks they are for money, making everybody bet $1 on the silliest things. And he kept losing. He was trying to hustle everybody, as he tried to say. He tried to act like the guy from the Hustler movie. With the guy from the Honeymooners. Jackie Gleason. And he kept losing all these bets, including he couldn't even successfully throw a baseball that knocked down a bunch of red Solo cups, and he couldn't even hit a baseball with a bat in a batting cage. Spine orange rage. Cy still can't hit a ball in a cage. Despite his age, Cy can't hit a ball in a cage. Doing my best Smashing Pumpkins impression. I'm not born like Billy Corgan. I wanted to be born once. I told my mom, I want to be born like Billy Corgan. As you can tell, I never did that. I would look weird bald. Anyway, back to the Duck Dynasty episode. A little sidetrack there. The main the giant bet that the giant payoff that Cy was hoping for was trying to get to bet that Jep, the other brother of Willie and Jace, the younger brother, he bet that Jep would not beat Phil, which is their dad and Cy's brother, in an Indian-style leg wrestling match. And since, speaking of age, Phil is, very old and happy, doing nothing besides home improvement, which is getting a boat out of a tree. So they didn't do the wrestling match, but they bet about trying to get the boat out of this tree. It was like really stuck, but thanks to Cy's small ingenuity, the only time you ever see the words smart and Cy together in a sentence without not smart in the sentence for Cy. I love Cy. He's my favorite though, but hey, we love Cy. Jack. Anyway, the boat got out with that move that Cy did. And speaking of Cy, he's got a book out, Psychology, that came out this week. And I like this little commercial he did promoting the movie The Family as Synopsis. That was kind of funny. So there you go. Duck Dynasty, decent episode last night. New one next Wednesday at 10 on 80. Now there's questions that we always ask ourselves. Why are we here? Are there aliens? Is there ever going to be an apocalypse that actually comes true? But there's one question that is answered with a resounding yes today. And there's of course, are you ready for some football? Yes, officially the NFL season officially kicks off today. No more preseason bullshit. The regular season begins tonight at 8:30 on NBC with the first game, a rematch from the AFC Championship. The Denver Broncos taking on the Super Bowl champs, Baltimore Ravens. It was the Ravens that came in as a wild card team, and was it Correct me if I'm wrong. Did the Ravens beat the Broncos in the AFC regional game? Or did he beat them in the championship game? I forgot. But the Ravens did beat Broncos in the playoffs. That was a huge upset because we all thought the Broncos were going to be in the Super Bowl last year against the 49ers. But it was the Ravens who went on to beat the Broncos and go on to the Super Bowl and, of course, become Super Bowl champions. So tonight is the Broncos' chance for revenge tonight, and it's at the Ravens' home stadium. So we'll see what happens tonight at the first full regular NFL game of the year at 8:30 on NBC. 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central Time. So there you go. Now, we're on the topic of sports. Before I get to my TNA Impact Wrestling preview for tonight, got some news on a huge box set that WWE announced today that is going to be highly anticipated. The big new DVD box set is, from what I'm reading about this, this sounds awesome. Even I would buy this. This year, Raw celebrates its 20th anniversary. Now, the 20th anniversary episode back in January sucked. There was not much nostalgia. But for what we hear about the 20th anniversary set, not only is this going to be making up for the fact that the 20th anniversary episode sucked, but the 20th anniversary DVD box set would be a lot better than the 15th anniversary of Raw box set. Now, the 15th anniversary of Raw box set, which was made in 2007, of course, I have it, as you see. It only had highlights and matches of Raw. It didn't have 4 episodes. It just spanned through the era of Raw and got the best highlights in 3 discs. That's the normal length of a normal WWE box set is normally about 3 or 4 discs. In some people's minds, Raw deserves more than 3. Because you saw that 1 disc was basically the first 5 years, 93 to 97, highlights and matches. As you see, my cover of this one was signed by Shawn Michaels. I met him. I think I've shown this in my DVD collection video. I showed my collection of DVDs, wrestling DVDs, and I might have shown this or not. If I did, I did it. If I didn't, here it is. My Shawn Michaels cover. Then the next 5 years, 98 to 02. Then, of course, 2002, 2003 to 08. Did have shown several highlights, not for episodes. But for the 20th anniversary of Raw, it will be a huge 20 episodes. The best 20 episodes of Raw in 12 DVDs and 10 Blu-ray. Now, for what we're hearing, these 20 episodes will be uncut and complete. That's been like every fan's dream to get any episodes of Raw, specifically from pre-2002, full and complete and uncensored. Now, I think a few years back they released episodes from the first 2 seasons of Raw, 93 and 94, but they were blurred, they were censored. But let me get these episodes uncensored. Set to be $80 for the DVD. I think it's probably going to be more or less the same price as the Blu-ray, of course 10 Blu-ray, 12 DVDs. And like I said, we 20 episodes throughout the entire 20 history of Raw, with introductions from Michael Cole and the Bellatrix. That's the only bad thing about it. And I hope there's a documentary with it too, besides the 20 episodes. Now, as of right now, some of the 20 episodes will include the DX invasion of WCW, the original 1997 ECW invasion, the March 26, 2001 War, when Shane bought WCW Nitro out of Vince McMahon's nose. You know, the night when WWE won the Monday Night War. Also, the Homecoming back in 05 when WWE returned the USA Network for Raw for the first time in 5 years since leaving USA to go to Spike TV. Also, the first War Roulette in 2003. Mankind winning the WWE Championship, WF Championship. That's the best part about this DVD being uncut and complete with uncensored WWF episodes. That's the best part about this. And of course, a lot of other episodes. Now, they say it's going to be uncut and complete. Hopefully, they keep to their word, because 2 of the episodes that were announced, which were the Nitro episode and the Homecoming episode, both feature a man who's been editing out of a lot of WWE DVDs thanks to his controversial death of himself and his child and wife in 2007. Of course, I'm referring to Chris Benoit. Now, I hope they still stick to the one. I know there's been a controversial death. It's a shocking situation. But can we just get along and don't edit Chris Benoit out and keep your word? Because if they do edit Chris Benoit's matches, it will be a lie. It won't be uncut because they cut Chris Benoit out. Because of this stupid thing, they just hate him because they want to write him out. They want to edit him out of everything. I hope they don't in this box set. They want to keep it fully uncut and complete and really keep to their promise. So the DVD is set to be released on December 3rd. And Blu-ray is set on December 3rd. So that means, I know it's early, but I bet you a lot of WWE fans, when they do get the time to compile their Christmas list, things will be on their Christmas list. At least 2 of them will be the WWE 14 game and the World 20th Anniversary box set. So there will be a lot of a great gift for the holiday season, specifically coming out for the holidays. So smart thinking for WWE to release it around the holiday time. During the biggest shopping season of the year. So there you go. War 20th Anniversary box set for release December 3rd with 20 full-length episodes in the words of Macklemore. This is fucking awesome. Or WWE's chant was, this is awesome. So there you go. Sounds like an exciting box set. I haven't bought much WWE DVDs. I would buy this for sure. Be a big collector's set. 20 episodes of War uncensored. I'm in. Especially thinking a lot of WWF episodes. So there you go. Now, on to a show that probably won't never ever get a 20th anniversary box set. Impact Wrestling, TNA. Because they probably won't last 20 years. Of course, pre-taped from Cleveland. They had it live last week. Now it's taped tonight from Cleveland. The top 5 episodes. Not top 5 episodes. I meant the top 5 questions that must be answered tonight. Starting with question number 5. What will go down when the Knockouts champ, Mickie James, performs? Now, Mickie James, the ego-minded Knockouts champion, is of course not just a wrestler, but a singer. Of course, released the album, Somebody's Gonna Pay. I actually like it. She's not that bad of a singer. Better than Kim Kardashian. And Heidi from the Hills. Going down and better than Paris Hilton. Yeah, I'm right there. Anyway, so Mickey's saying that there's to be some sort of performance tonight. But I bet you that ODB, who is now officially the #1 contender for the Knockouts Championship after beating Gail Kim last week in a best 2 out of 3 falls match, I guarantee you ODB is going to interrupt that performance. Whether it's during the performance or after the performance, ODB will get involved to ruin the performance in some way of Mickie James and Attacker to start their feud. And I hope the match is not next week at No Surrender. And I hope that it's at the BFG Bound for Glory pay-per-view next month. Not on an Impact with only 2 weeks of booking. I hope TNA is smart about that. And you see they're not that smart, but hopefully they'll be smart enough to not book this match 2 weeks in advance and get hyped for 2 weeks with that much hype for this match. It better be a Bound for Glory, not next week at No Surrender Impact. Question number 4. What will go down when Chris Sabin returns tonight in his first match since losing the world title? Now, a few weeks back in Hardcore Justice, with of course a little distraction from Tito Ortiz joining Aces and Eights, Chris Sabin lost the TNA World Championship to Bully Ray in that steel cage match. If you haven't seen Sabin wrestle since, I thought he was going to be the one to replace Kurt Angle in that 10-man tag a few weeks ago when Man for Mafia took on Aces and Eights, but it was AJ Styles that got to be the replacement for Angle. So Sabin hasn't been, like I said, he hasn't wrestled since. So we'll see if Chris Sabin can regain momentum after losing the championship in his match tonight. No word on his opponent yet. Well, unless you read the spoilers already, which I don't read the spoilers for taped Impacts. I only read spoilers for SmackDowns because I don't watch SmackDowns. Because I'm usually booked on gigs. But not tomorrow night, though. Maybe I'll watch it, but I probably won't because I'll be busy doing something else. Anyway, so let's see what Sabin does tonight. Now, I mentioned that the 10-man tag when AJ replaced Angle. And it was the match where the loser who got the pinfall on him had to leave TNA. That was Devon. And since then, Ace and Eights, I think, has crumbled from the inside, which may lead to some big tension, especially with question number 3. Who will face Bully Ray next week for the TNA Championship at No Surrender? Hogan returned after a few weeks off for whatever reasons, personal reasons, storyline reasons, or whatever. He announced that Bully Ray will not only take on Sting tonight, which I'll comment about in a bit, but Bully Ray will have to defend his TNA title next week at No Surrender against a member of Ace and Eights. I say Anderson or Knox. I think Anderson's the vice president, but he's been angry about no votes lately, about anything. The Bully Ray just let Tito Ortiz without a vote from the gang. So I bet you it will be Anderson or Knox. But I think Anderson's likely to beat an Ace and Eights member to take on Bully Ray for the title next week, which will add more tension within Ace and Eights to finally break them down from the inside. The more the better to get rid of Ace and Eights. Keep the tension going. Keep it coming, man. Break up Ace and Eights by the end of the year. It's getting old. It's getting as old as watching Kim Kardashian's show. So I like making jokes about it. So now, we have question number 2. Speaking of Bully Ray, we will go down in this match against Sting tonight. Now, Sting, yes, he is still not able to fight for the World Championship because, of course, he got pinned by Bully Ray in the match at the pay-per-view Slammiversary in June, where the stipulation was if Sting lost, he would never fight for the world title again. He still can't fight for the title, but it will be a non-title match between him and Bully Ray tonight. I bet you Ace and Eights and Main Event Mafia will both get involved in the matchup, and either one of those groups will be the main factor in affecting the outcome of this matchup. So there you go. Question number 1. We'll go down in the last chance gauntlet for 20 points in the BFG series. Now, since apparently all 12 guys in the tournament won't be able to fight each other once before next week's No Surrender, they ran out of time, so I didn't make this last chance gauntlet involving all 12 guys tonight with 20 points on the line. It's the last major BFG series match for points that could really shake up the Final 4. Now, until tonight's Impact, the Final 4, Magnus is still in the big lead with 39 points. Second place, Austin Aries with 35. Bobby Roode in third with 34. And Jeff Hardy in fourth with 31. So we'll see how this gauntlet affects the Final 4 of the BFG series. Of course, the Final 4 will compete in matches next week at No Surrender. And of course, they're going to have like 2 semifinal matches and 1 final match involving those Final 4. And of course, the winner will face the champ, whoever it will be, at Bound for Glory. See all of this and more on TNA Impact Wrestling tonight at 9, 8 Central. And check your local listings for Western Mountain Time. I'm guessing 6 p.m. Western Mountain Time Pacific on Spike TV. That is it for my Atakline for today. I'll see you all later for my TNA Impact review. With that in mind, you've all been attacked by the news from Zach. Thank you all very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Yeah.